And a round of applause, Grassy Spark, probably the most unique band that you will ever see. They defy genre. Of course, these guys, though, are pretty recognizable. Why? Because they've got emblazoned on their shirts. Lifeguard Raul Demone is, and of course, top billing presenter, but a professional lifeguard, lest we forget. And you've brought your team of superstars with you. Summer is officially here, guys. You're working now, hey? If you can call it a job, all right? Sitting on a beach all day. No, it's a vitally important job. Why? Because you are literally saving lives. So I'm going to ask you to walk the line, pass the microphone down, introduce yourselves, and tell us where your zone is. What's your beach?
My name is Melissa Corbett, and our beach that we do life saving on is at False Bay. So we're down by Sunrise Circle,
Where the water is a little bit warmer, just a little bit.
I'm Siobhan Clark, and I'm at the same beach, Sunrise Circle.
Tariq Asim, same beach.
I'm Andrew van Diemen, and I'm at the same beach.
That goes well. Buddy, it really is good to connect with you, and well done on everything you've been doing on air now. But it must be so cool for you to kind of go back to this space where you're comfortable. This is your comfort zone. But we're going to get right into it because this is a vitally important time for you guys. And I think so many families, I'm a new parent, so I've got a young child, so I'm really like so safety focused and orientated at the moment. But I think a lot of people just want to get outdoors. So how safe is it to be out on a beach all day? We want to soak it up. We want to enjoy every ounce of it. But how much time is all right on the beach? Can we just sit there for 12 hours? What do you reckon?
Yeah, man, look, it's going to be a big summer. It's going to be busy on the beach. I think if you prepare yourself well enough, get the hydration that you need for the day, make sure you got some suntan lotion, which we'll talk about later. I think you can definitely spend the entire day on the beach and enjoy it, as long as you're listening to these guys.
I was going to say, that's the most important thing, is to take note of, and it's, some of it might seem obvious, but I'm sure you guys encounter many instances where people are just doing silly things on the beach. How often should we be applying sunblock?
So you're looking at 30 minutes before you go to the beach. You should put some sunblock on because you don't want to go and be sweating and then it all comes off or whatever. And then you apply about every 2 hours after that. Yeah.
And factor-wise, because I've learned in Cape Town the sun is slightly different to other areas. You want to go with a high factor. Don't play around. Yeah. So
SPF 50 is obviously the good one. It protects you from those UVB rays. So that's the one you want to go for mainly. And then every 2 hours and you're good to go.
This is something that I need to know because I just don't know, and we see them on the beaches. The flags, what do they actually mean? This is not an exam. Well, it might be a bit of a test. But what do all the flags actually mean, and what do we need to be aware of when we're on the beach?
Well, we have the duty flags, which are they'll be red at the top and yellow at the bottom, and the lifeguards will put them out a certain distance after they've assessed the water. So it'll be your safe zone to swim in. Your lifeguards are watching you from the time they're on the beach until the time they leave. And then we've got some shark flags as well that indicate when the water's safe, if there's a shark swimming by or not.
Do they have a big shark on them?
They do.
Okay, that's all I really need. As long as because the sharks are big, so you want to know a shark. When you say you assess the water, maybe we can shift down the line. There's a big thing, and I've been caught in a rip current before, and it doesn't matter how good a swimmer you are, even if it's your day job, the sea is bigger, it's stronger, it's more powerful. What are some of the warning signs that there is a rip current out there, and what should we do if we get sucked into that, drafted into that space?
Okay, so the way you identify a rip current is it's a body of water going back into the ocean. So it's basically there will be a break in the wave. So there'll be the wave coming and there will be a little cap in the wave, a channel going back into the ocean. And the way you get out of the rip current is you either, if you're a confident swimmer, go with the rip current and go to the back of the ocean, or you can swim to the side. Never swim against the rip current. You will get tired and you will stay on one spot. And that's the most dangerous spots, that you will get fatigued and you will start panicking.
Okay, granted that we're not sucked into a rip current and we're forced to stay in the water for like 2 hours. And I've been caught in one for about 2 hours because I'm sure I was swimming against it and it was one of the worst things. But we want to be out in the water, especially in the False Bay side where it's a little bit warmer than our switch. How long could we be staying in the water? Is it safe to stay in the water? When does fatigue start to set in?
You do sweat quite a lot. You don't actually notice, especially if it's quite warm. So you want to like maybe 2 hours maximum, so you can get out and hydrate and get some nutrients going.
Did you do a little nutrient dance there, right? there's an eater in every group, man. I absolutely love that. Raul, maybe you can round us off here. Some standout tips, things that you've come across in your career as a lifeguard that people often don't take on board.
Yeah, man, look, I think one of the most important things is the fact that all of these guys out here have been sacrificing their time and training to be lifeguards and look after and protect everyone on the beach. So it's really simple if you actually just look out for us.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, we'll advise you. But I mean, what we see often is dehydration, lost kids, and a lot of like just crazy incidents on the beach. So, I mean, just listen to the lifeguards. We're out there to protect you and we're dedicated to that. So, you know, we've got your backs, man.
He's just given you an open invitation. Go and talk to the lifeguards, because I'm sure they really battle on the social front, being lifeguards. It's always very difficult. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for the work that you do every day. I know you're going into a very crazy season. So part of that job, obviously, is making sure that they are as fit as possible so they can beat those rip currents, they can get out there, they can do what they need to do. So throughout the morning, we're going to be hitting the promenade. All those people exercising, we're going to give a real taste of exercise. They're going to take us through some of their routines. Raul's going to lead that. And I think give us some tips on how we can be safer out in the water along that journey as well. And of course, Grassy Spark are here, and they're going to blow your mind with the performance. We'll see you after the break. Have a sip, guys. You've earned it. You've earned a sip. I have too.